Recently re-elected Sioux Falls City Councilor Christine Erickson and I discussed a number of topics when we sat down to chat. We will talk about downtown redevelopment in a moment, but we began discussing the need for a behavioral health triage center and the challenges that face it.
I think that it impacts workforce. I think it impacts families. I think it impacts the school system. It impacts so many when you talk about behavioral health. And when I say behavioral health, we're talking substance abuse, we're talking mental illness, we're talking drug abuse. All of those things have a huge impact on the city's bottom line, the counties, even the state.
Sioux Falls City Councilor Christine Erickson tells me the discussions are underway about a triage center approach to dealing with behavioral health issues in the city, but says there are challenges to it becoming a reality. Do you house the program at the already crowded Minnehaha County Jail, or do you put it somewhere else? If so, where would that be? The county has taken the lead on the project to a certain degree, but in order for a triage center to become reality, someone needs to step forward and grab the reins of leadership and the financial reins to get the place up and then running. And Erickson tells me that hasn't happened yet.
Well, I think that's the million-dollar question is who pays for this and who owns this project. No one is jumping up and down saying we want to be the host of this, but we all know it's an issue that we need to work together to help solve.
Another issue facing the City Council and new Mayor Paul Tenhaken is how the new administration will prioritize any future quality of life projects. Beginning with, how would the city pay for any new projects? Erickson says the city's finances right now are tight.
We've done so much in the last few years, and with seeing the sales tax softening, we don't have a lot left in our coffers to be able to continue to just keep taking on new projects, because once you take those projects on, you have to pay for utilities, you have to pay for the maintenance, the upkeep. Where are you putting people?
Already Erickson is hearing from people in southern Sioux Falls who say they are lacking public pools and park space. And adding to the pressure, a recent report commissioned by the city, which suggests relocating the existing Sioux Falls Stadium from its current location near the arena in the Premier Center to a new location downtown.
My phone started ringing off the hook and people were excited, and then they said, "It's about time, thank you, let's move it downtown."
Erickson tells me the existing stadium is 50 years old and that the locker rooms need updating and the overall stadium needs to be compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. But she also says you can't just snap your fingers and make something like that a reality.
It's not that easy to just move a project like that downtown. We've seen the attendance levels decline since 2013. And so while I would love the baseball stadium to be downtown, how are we going to pay for it? Is there land for it? Is it going to make sense? Will the return of the investment pay off with building it downtown?
But moving the stadium downtown could clear the land the existing stadium sits on, opening it up for possible redevelopment and further adding to what the envisioned plan for the event center was supposed to be, a sports and entertainment district. But Erickson says a problem that needs to be solved is how to build more attractions north of Russell Street without putting customers at risk for crossing Russell Street.
It's just a little bit of a busy, dangerous street. And so how do we do that?
A lot of redevelopment focus right now is on the rail yard area of downtown and what that could end up bringing to the heart of the city that might not already be there.
Many of these projects are downtown with the redevelopment of the railroad, 10 acres there, looking at mixed use. Probably should be some announcements within the next few months of what's really going to be going in there.
Already not too far from the rail yard, construction is in the early stages for the Levitt Bandshell project. Once it's complete, Erickson envisions it will provide downtown businesses with more customers because the bandshell will bring music lovers of all types into downtown.
Offering 50 free concerts downtown and really driving people to the downtown area and all the new development along Phillips and some of the other side streets.
Sioux Falls City Councilor Christine Erickson spending some time with us tonight. We will wrap things up right after this. You are watching This Week in Politics on KSFY.